Hello, Internet. It is John Bunday, and I'm back with a live stream. And I have with me Scott, Glory Hunter, and Ross, Bohoho.
Howdy.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yep.
Actually, I've got a bank holiday off, so nice to sit and have a chat and actually have a decent drink.
Hey, nice. What are you drinking?
Well, I thought I was going to be drinking a different whiskey, but I've just poured it and had the littlest bit left. I thought I had more than I had, so I've just downed that.
Yeah.
And now I'm on Jura.
Oh, Jura. Yeah. Which one?
So first time trying it. So seems all right. Yeah.
Which one is it of theirs?
I don't know. I'll get the bottle in a minute when we've done introductions. I'll show you.
Yeah, because it's Jura is so my wife's
in a green kind of box, if that helps.
My wife's dad's side of the family come from Isla, which is next to Jura, and the only way you can get to Jura is go to Isla and then get the ferry across.
Okay.
And the island actually has more deer than people. Like it's a big island, but it's like hardly anyone lives there, so it's a beautiful place. Because I went over and went to the distillery. Sadly, I was the designated driver, so I got to try a little bit. But yeah, it's really nice. And but yeah, so it's a good whiskey. Well,
I know you like whiskeys as well, so.
And Ross has disappeared. Maybe he didn't like our whiskey talk.
You don't like whiskey, yeah.
No, but okay. So oh, he's back.
Yeah, sorry, internet was messing up, so I thought if I at least pause the ad block on this website, it might work better.
Right. Okay. So this is my second time doing a live stream. So I'm going to see because this is the first time one of my games has actually been picked. In the entire time we've been doing the wheel, the Club 52 monthly game.
Exchange for someone else to host.
So I mean, because I did it for Ollie, 8-Bit Boy UK, when his game came up, but he wasn't able to do a live stream. So I've always been a guest. So I'm like, okay, so I want to show a comment. We'll see how it goes. But and yeah, hi Nate. Thank you for joining in, coming to see us. That's great. I hope this will be a good stream, because the game that we are going to be covering today is one that I've heard about for years and years. It has a big classic of the PS2, and that is Ico. So
everybody's got the double
pack.
I technically have 3 copies of it, but
3,
I bought this one to play because my PS2 one's in an old game station, says same game but naked. It's just got the disc in it, so I needed the artwork for the shelf.
Oh, and we have a comment from Phoebe Chicken. Club 52, the elite. Sorry, Mr. Glory Hunter, that I left a mention of you off my vid, as I couldn't remember everyone. Most of what I do is off the top of my head.
That's fine. I always forget stuff, mostly pickups. Forget what I picked up. Forget who I've seen, especially in events stuff. Everyone does it. I really ain't bothered. I think Ross is frozen, always staring intently at the screen.
Well, while he sorts himself out. So, Nate, never played Ico or Shadow Colossus yet. I own all of them, lol. Yeah, pretty much.
Must play games. Must play games, both of them.
I mean, this is kind of like the point of doing Club 52, is to try and get through our backlogs. Not necessarily the Club 52 monthly game that we do, but the Club 52 as an entity. It's just so that to try and get the games off our shelves or out of our digital libraries, and just to be able to play through them rather than just having to sit on the shelf. So Ross is really gone. So,
and this is a good idea, because obviously we've all picked 3 games to go on the wheel, and there's always something that someone's picked that somebody else hasn't played. So when that game does come up, it might be a game that you've not necessarily thought about playing, and it makes you kind of play it. And there's been a lot of pleasant surprises where you played a game and really enjoyed it, and it was one that you probably wouldn't have played, or at least played later on in your backlog. It's a good way to get through it, and it's all about playing games.
Because there have been some games that we've played previously for this that I don't think I would have ever played, and they were such great surprises, like the one I did for Ollie, Morbid, 7 Acolytes or something like that. I would never would have played that at all, but I did, and I absolutely loved it. So and we did. It was Eddie's game or your game, Fist.
I think that was also Ross's.
Ross's,
I played it previously, but I think Ross put it on the wheel and then I played it again. He has just said he's just resetting his router, so we'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll still amble a bit before we get into Ico proper. But yeah, so again, that's a Metroidvania, but I'd heard of it, but never thought about playing it. But I got addicted to it. Like, I was just playing every spare moment I had. And like, I didn't, do 100% of the achievements, but I made sure I unlocked everything I could in the game. So, really went for it. So yeah, this is great for like just trying new stuff.
Yeah.
We have some other comments. So we've had Codboy, hi. So nice, my friend. Amazing video, my friend. Like my friend. So thank you for tuning in.
Your friend?
So it's not someone that I know personally, but so I'm guessing a friend for all of us. And also Nate. I need to game more, lol. I have been in the Club 52 chat for years and don't think I have done 52 games in all the time I have been there, lol. Well, that's the other thing as well. Some people may think about, maybe the idea of doing 52 games is like, I can never do that. It's not like if you don't do 52 games in the year, you'll get kicked out of the group. It's more a case of just an excuse just to chat with one another, like, chat about games as well as getting them off the shelf.
Everyone's had different personal quests as well. One year I did the alphabet challenge, so I did the alphabet twice in games, going through the alphabet. That was a nice little challenge. And then other people, everyone does it their own way. That's the 52 is just a kind of a target, something to aim for, but it's not a necessity. And it's nice when you do it, absolutely. And then there were people who like Mark who do 52 games in the first week of January and then have the rest of the year to
we're not joking.
But yeah, it's all good. It's all good fun. It's just and that's all it is, fun and playing games. Hopefully we'll have Eddie and Gordon join us soon as well. Hopefully. I mean, let me put some in the chat.
All right. Hopefully. Let's stop the issues.
Cool. Yeah, so we were just chatting about like Club 52 overall. So that if anyone wants to like get involved with Club 52, like as in like because it's a WhatsApp group, like just contact one of us about wanting to get involved, and then you can also, if you would like, put 3 games on the wheel. You don't have to. There are people who are in the group chat who aren't on the wheel, and I think one of them put 3 games on the wheel, but he's not really up for hosting streams, but he still wanted to like get involved. So yeah, someone else, like I said, I did it for Ollie. So if you
don't even have to do that, like it's open to everyone to play the game that we pick. Anyone watching, play the game, and just put in the comments and say, what you thought about the game. That's fine. It's it is open to everybody to play these games that we pick.
Yeah, it'd be good to hear some discourse of people who have played them or whatever, or played them for the first time, like we usually do with these things, because a lot of them pop up and it's stuff we haven't played before. So
I think the best one we ever had for the community getting involved, was our very first game, which was Retro Red Steve's, which was Hellfire, was it? No, not Hellfire. Fireshark. Yeah. So like people who aren't in the group chat, like they were playing it as well, just getting involved. It was great to see that, so, but I guess that's a game that was more accessible, more easy to get, or to like just to shove on like a retro, like an EverDrive or emulate or something like that.
I think it was more pick up and play, wasn't it? It's not a long game. It's like 40 minutes or something to go away for it once. So
okay, and like Nate just saying, like, I'm not on the wheel. It's a great group of lads full of support and banter. And who do we have that's joined in?
Wait, what?
Hey, it looks like you're out enjoying yourself.
How are y'all doing? Yeah, we're having a bit of a few beers, bit of wine. Hello, say hello, everyone.
He's got a better connection than me.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys later. Have a good time.
No worries.
In a bit.
All right,
mate.
Yeah. Then there were 3 again.
Damn people in their social lives.
I know, yeah.
Drinking on a bank holiday.
How dare they? Cool. So, should we get on to Ico then?
Are we starting with the trailer, or are we getting into some thoughts? Your
good point. The trailer. I mean, part of me thought, oh, wouldn't everyone know Ico by now? So, but we will, get the trailer just in case if people don't. So,
some of them can be quite long, but
as I say, I've always called it Ico, but I actually had to Google how it's pronounced. Apparently, it's Eco.
Really? But I thought that'd be ECO. But
you think so? But I guess if it's Japanese, they have a lot of E sounds, don't they?
Hmm.
But
okay, sorry, there's just waiting for an advert to finish. I don't care about adverts. Come on.
I purposely look away from adverts now. I'm just like, no, you're not getting me.
Jesus Christ, come on.
You hit one of those 9-hour unskippables.
Oh, 20-second unskippable. Okay, so...
getting worse. YouTube's getting worse. I've all of a sudden gone really dark. Sun's gone down.
Okay, so I'm going to... Let's share. And hopefully now... Oh, have I actually? Yep. Okay. Just realised I didn't check if
So I think the internet's just going to keep kicking me out, but I'll just keep rejoining.
You'll keep coming back. So, Ico, so time for me to do the lore master. Sorry, I don't have the video that Ross made. But so Ico is a story about a horny boy who steals a girl from her home and fights off her mother who tries to get her back. I think that's pretty much the story of the game, isn't it?
Horny with horns, not horny boy looking for girl. Yeah. Let's just clear that up.
No, so okay, let's do that again. So yes, you play as Aiko, a boy who has been born with 2 horns, and so the people of your village, I'm guessing it's some tradition that you get locked away in this like fortress, castle, whatever it is, as like a sacrifice. But you don't really want to die here, so you escape. But then you find a girl locked in a cage at the top of a tower. Release her. There you go. Yep. These are the 2 characters. And then you try to escape, and the mother tries to send like minions, these shadow beings, to try and stop you. And so you have to fight them off, and then unlock the gate to the castle, and then escape with her. So that's the story of the game. We'll get more into like how the story is shown in the game as we discuss more about it. But that's the overall story of it. It's not like a big plot to it, to be honest. But like so I think I kind of mentioned earlier on, but the reason why I picked this game, I never have had a PS2. So in that era, you know, my sister had an N64, then I got a GameCube. So like I wasn't in that I didn't have PS2, and then I only got a PS3 about 6 years ago. So, and I had to make sure that I eventually picked up this. So I got the remaster, and I know that's available on like the PS Store, but it's never been ported to any other consoles, because I'm guessing are the devs like a first party or second party for Sony? Are they, or is it just exclusive?
I think they're first party, aren't they?
Sure.
But either way, so yeah, and I've heard so many good things about you over the years. Like, it's such a classic. So yeah, so I finally threw it on the wheel to force me to play it, and because I put on the wheel beginning of last year, a friend of mine kept like every time I would mention, "Oh yeah, I'll get around to it eventually." It's on the wheel. I was like, "Just play it now." I'm like, "No, it's on the wheel. I will wait patiently for this game to come up." And then
Patience is a virtue, and it paid off.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been neglecting the comments. So we've one from Nate saying the PS2 graphics just ooze nostalgia. I think it's the console that cemented my love of gaming, and I think that's probably true for a lot of people. I think this generation.
Yeah. I've seen that comment as the trailer was playing, and it got me thinking about stuff. And that era, definitely, PS2, kind of Xbox, GameCube, was the last real. And I've been thinking how to say this. It's not going to
creative, inventive.
It was a major leap from the last gen, but not so much of a leap to like the PS3, if that makes sense. Even though it was the last real game of gaming graphics. Mm-hmm. After that, everything got too realistic, and like now everything's photorealistic. So you have more than I suppose nostalgia for them graphics, because they are graphics. It separates from realism, if that makes sense. I really can't think of how to explain it in my head, like what I want to say, but
it's like they had to work within their means, if that makes sense. They'd go with art style over just pure "this looks real."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I noticed with this that when you actually zoom in quite close to it, it's quite a low poly game. I guess that's to make the environment so big,
and
not to melt the PS2. But the mad thing is, I'm pretty sure this originally was being developed for the PS1.
Really?
I think it was. I'd have to Google it, but I don't want to Google it yet. Only because I've got this up, the horrible art for the American version, which is dreadful. I had to look it up because when you said the boy with horns, because I'd never played the game before, I always thought he's wearing a hat. It looks like he's wearing a hat. Like, it's dreadful.
That is awful.
It's so bad when that is such a nice artwork.
Mm-hmm. I think that I don't know how well it sold in America, but I feel like that might have, if it did sell badly, I think that would probably be why.
Be a reason, yeah.
But
I'll quickly Google it, find out. Yes, Ico was initially being developed for the PlayStation 1, started in 1997.
No, okay, fair enough.
I don't know why I knew that.
And it released when 2002. So
yeah, it must have been late, like PS1, and they thought, "Oh, this is it's not worth doing. New ones around the corner or something like that.
And we've got Goal Pain in the site top game. Hey, Goal, thank you for joining us. And Generation Pixel, I've never played it. Well, I can't really say much. I haven't played it until a couple of weeks ago. So
It does actually shock me that Pixel's not played it.
yeah, like Stuart, what's going on? But it's, and also his response to about our PS2 chat, we still all claim that the graphics back then were so realistic, though. I mean, like they were. To be honest, like going into PS1 to PS2.
That's the nostalgia right there. That is when you literally think it can't get better than this, and then obviously everything always gets. But you look at games now, how photorealistic and almost perfect they are. You think they can't get better than this, but they most likely will somehow.
See, I think it'll be art style that wins over realistic graphics these days. Like, I don't know. I saw somebody posted a trailer somewhere of some game which is it's like a train game that's crossed with like Tony Hawk. So it's got the weirdest art style.
Yes, I saw that.
I've seen it, and the carriage flips and
yeah, that looks amazing. That looks so much better than anything that's trying to be realistic.
yeah, and that's it. That was the art of gaming, is having a game, and it's a game you're playing rather than I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining stuff. It's I know what I'm saying, but it's fabricating it.
I mean, if you look at
this, since it was made by like the other games that followed, Shadow of the Colossus and as Last Guardian, they all have that kind of weird. It's almost cell shaded. Like when you zoom into the character, it's just like a block color. It's a bit weird, but it looks really good. I was shocked by how well this game looked as a PS2 game. Since I played the PS2 one, not the
did you?
HD one. Because I thought if it's the first time playing, I've got to play the original. So.
Okay, aside that, so I should probably get more into the chat about Ico rather than talking about the generation. Even though I've been enjoying the chat. Like, it's always good to go back and nostalgia. But okay, so two of us was the first time playing it. Scott, you played this game before the challenge, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so this is my original copy from back in the day one when it first came out. I remember either playing a demo or seeing the demo of it and thinking, that's so unique, need to try that. So I bought it day one, played it, absolutely fell in love with it, loved the game. And I think it's definitely a game that was probably better back then, even though I thoroughly enjoyed playing it again because I knew the game. So I completed it back in day. I've not been back to it since originally completing it. So then obviously I picked this up. I've not actually played Shadow of the Colossus, which is why I picked this up. So at this time I played it on the PS3 just to have the update and get some trophies while playing it. And I have now started Shadow of the Colossus as well. So I've now done it twice, and now I am going through the speed run. And as I was saying to John before the stream, I'm right at the end of the game now. I wanted to get it finished before the stream, but I just not had time today. So I'm at the end of the game with plenty of time left to do the first time trial. But I think there is a tied time trial, which I'm not sure if I'm going to make, so I will probably have to go through it again.
Isn't there? It's like a 4 hour and a 2 hour or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
isn't it?
4 hour I'll probably do comfortably, I think, but I'll be pushed for the higher.
Yeah, I think I took a photo. I think I did it in just over 4 hours on a blind playthrough.
Yeah, I think my first playthrough going through again, I had forgot some of the puzzles, so I did get a little bit stuck. But even then, I did it in probably, I think, like you, right? It was about 440 minutes.
4:45:03.
Yeah, and I think that's about standard for a first playthrough. I'd say if you don't get too stuck on some of the puzzles.
Yeah, because
I don't know if that counts reloading or anything.
I assume probably not.
Yeah,
I assume not, but
because I died quite a bit just jumping off cliffs by accident.
It was the only way I actually died was misjudging jumps and things like that, and
it's definitely a PS2 generation platformer. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So, because for people who haven't played it, I think one of the things that kind of is very stands out is that there is no HUD, no like heads-up display. There's no button prompts. There's no on-screen text except for like some subtitles which aren't in English. But I just learned apparently there are English subs if you replay the game. So, but
yeah. So the first time you play, the two characters obviously don't know each other, and the female character speaks a different language to the boy. So when she's talking to you the first time you play, it all comes up in weird symbols, so you don't know what she's saying, and you as the boy character are trying to rescue her without knowing why you're rescuing her and whether she even wants to be rescued. But then once you've completed the game, you can play through it again, and those symbols are translated into English, so you know what she's been saying to you all along. And yeah, it can be quite interesting to find out what her side of the story is.
I did actually go back to have a look on YouTube because I didn't have time for a second playthrough to see what the English stuff was, and it was pretty much stuff I was expecting it to be. I was hoping, because we haven't mentioned the whole game is two characters. You have to pretty much drag this woman along the entire time and lead her out of this thing because she's useless with everything. I was hoping it was a complete abduction simulator, but it's not.
Just taking it beyond her free will and just like, you need to get out of this place, but she has to stay there or the world will explode, kind of thing.
Yeah. So about before, like, so there is nothing on the screen except for some text. So it makes the game far more immersive. I completely understand that and I respect that. And I did enjoy the game because I kept wanting to go back and play it. But I did feel frustrated at times because I also did not know how to proceed, because I didn't realize there was a mechanic or a button press I was meant to do that the game was expecting, but I didn't know I had to do it.
Yeah,
like,
the game literally tells you nothing. You wake up, you're put in a sarcophagus that breaks open and you escape, and that's it. That's all you're told. You're just left to explore this world and figure out what to do and how to do it.
Yep. Like, for example, I said in the group chat to Ross, like, FYI, you can swing on the chains, because I kept trying to, because there's this one point where trying to describe where it is, but you it's when you're trying to do the second half of the gate, and you have to swing the very first time. You need to swing on a chain to get over, and then I'm like, I kept trying to do the jump in different ways, and kept dying. And then I'm like, why can I not do this? And then you know, in the end, I actually had to look it up, and I looked on YouTube, and that was like doing swing. I'm like,
what I'm just about to do and read the manual. The manual might actually tell you, you know, the manuals that we always want but never read.
Yeah, like, just, and then you said, Ross, last night, like, you could pull the boxes in the water.
Yeah, it's all in the manual, like chains, how to swing on them.
Read the manual. So yeah, like I said, I respect the fact that they're trying to make the game far more immersive by not having anything come up on the screen. I do respect that, but it just means that, like, especially like, for example, this game you can get on the PSN store. Like, do you get a digital manual with it? Like, is that a thing?
With digital purchase, don't you? There's normally an option.
Yeah, but whether they've added it in or not, you never know.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, so, or if you buy the game secondhand and the manual is missing, then like, yeah. So, but like I say, it helps so much with the immersion of the game. So I respect why they've done it. It's just playing it and not having properly read the manual, where it's just like, I know.
Okay, they do actually have the controls in the manual for the classics one as well.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was one of like my frustrations with the game. The other one was the platforming, where like there are times when it's not tank controls, but it kind of felt like, with regards to, like, if I would try to go across like a narrow beam, for example, like, even if I went to say try to use the D-pad instead of the analog stick, there are times where I felt like I wasn't going to
it's quite loose and floppy.
It's somewhat fixed camera, isn't it? Like you can move the camera, but it stays as if you're looking from like imagine like a security camera, and you look that around, and that I thought made some of the bits the perspective a bit off.
Yeah.
Like going across beams or jumping into like chains and things. But it's not that bad for it, I didn't think. It's just a couple of bits. Like there was a bit where you had to jump on top of a water wheel to jump up to jumping on, and if you missed it and you fell off and fell down this waterfall, you'd have to walk away. That annoyed me.
Same. That happened to me as well, and I remember being a bit frustrated by that. Yeah,
because I looked at it and I thought that's where I've got to go, but for the first few times I couldn't even get him to jump onto the wheel. It's like it can't be where I'm going then, but yeah, it was.
And I think, Ross, you also had the same frustration I did with the enemies in the game.
Yes.
So, primarily, two things: the flying bastards.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So what we said, the enemies are there to pretty much kidnap the girl and take her away. So there's these weird black holes that open up on the floor, and they take her and try to drag her in, and it gives you like a small window of time to run and pull her back out of the hold. And problem is those flying ones fly the other end of the map, don't they?
Yeah. And if you rescue her and one grabs it again, they'll go to a different hole the other end. So you
which makes it very difficult because they're swift.
Yeah.
And the fact if you walk too far away from her, she'll automatically get taken as well, and you can't get back in time most of the time.
Yeah, so it can be hard to explore if you're not knowing where to go and you're wanting to explore and find out where to go. And like say you leave maybe a couple of screens or rooms, and then you hear a shout, and you've got to get all the way back before she's dragged down. And
yeah. So because the very first time we encountered like the flying enemies, which was on top of a roof, and she started getting dragged down, I go to rescue her from the black pit, and then next thing you know, I get kicked by one of the flying dudes, and I get yeeted off the building to my death, and it's just like drop the controller, like what the hell are you doing to me, game? So, but once you get because the only weapon you have at the beginning is just a plank of wood. That's it. And it's like trying to fight them with like a butter knife, for example. It does very little damage. Once you get better weapons as you go through the game, it becomes a lot easier. But it's just, I understand why they want you to kind of like have what's the way to phrase it? Like they want you to experience that thrill of like, oh, you're getting something more powerful. So you got to feel like you're getting your ass kicked at the beginning, but it just comes across as like quite frustrating the amount of times you have to fight these things until you do like get the sword. And then there's also a mace you can get, which is
hidden and not necessarily it's quite hidden as well. Like if you don't know where it is or what to do, it's almost impossible.
I did not find the mace.
Yeah. Not surprised because I was struggling with a puzzle and then I saw like about the mace. I'm like, oh, and got that. So
annoyingly, on my first run on the PS3, there was a trophy for getting it, and I completely forgot where it was. I thought I knew where it was, and missed it. And then I kind of knew where it was, and I forgot it. And by the time I realised I'd gone out of the area and missed it, so I need to get that on my second playthrough as well.
Yeah, but like then once you, especially with the mace, it does feel like you are just so far easier to kill the enemies. So it does like address the issue with like feeling you're just getting your ass kicked constantly, because every time like initially as you start exploring the castle, usually there'll be like these electric blocks that you need the girl there to do her electric thing to open them up so you can proceed. And if I could, I would just ignore all the enemies, drag the girl over there, because if you still have the enemies around when she does that electric thing,
they'll get vaporized.
Because initially
that's the key to the speed runs is literally, obviously you're speed running anyway, but the sooner you can just get to the next part of the room or to them things, you don't have to fight any enemies at all because she just wipes the room.
It doesn't vaporize them always though.
You have to fight in.
There's the bit between, you've got your two tower bits you go to either side. Every time you go back through, you have to go down the big set of stairs, don't you?
Yeah. They respawn and
if you don't kill it, you can just like they come back all the time. So
I mean
that's the only bit.
Once the rooms have been are open, you can just run and just bypass them. But if you have a weapon strong enough, sometimes it's just easier because they can still knock you and grab the goal if you're just trying to avoid them.
I
So it's
also-
a risk reward.
Only towards the end of the game, I realized that you could shoulder barge enemies.
What?
When you're running, I think, what was it? No, if you haven't got a weapon and you could hit your shoulder barge them out of the way.
Did you ever not have a weapon then? I mean, there was the bit when you fell in the river.
They
But-
were, yeah, I can't remember why I didn't have a weapon. Is it towards
Okay.
the end of the game? Didn't have a weapon? Because there's a bit where you don't have one, and then you
Yeah,
get
I don't think there were any enemies at that point though. Before you
no.
get
But
the
if you try to attack, he shoulder barges.
okay,
But I don't know if you can use that. I don't know.
okay, yeah, because there was. How do you guys feel about the actual puzzles themselves? Because there was the one which we saw in the tray, the room with the chandelier, and I really struggled with that puzzle, not for the chandelier bit, but the bit after it, because I didn't realize that what I thought were pots were actually bombs.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
That annoyed me because like I think I asked you, didn't I? You told me that's what it was. I
Because
was
I
trying to
can't
find you.
remember how I got around it the very first time I played it. Somehow I figured it out. Obviously, back then there was no real internet to find
Yeah.
stuff like that, so I must have figured it out somehow. The second time I did, I knew that how to do it. I remembered that. The bit that I did get stuck on, and it's absolutely stupid, and I remember getting stuck on it originally,
Mhm.
was the bit where you come out into a small room, you have a little fight, and then there's like a sewer gate.
oh
You go up,
yes.
and there's a hole you can go in and get out, and then you can jump
Yes.
over a gap.
Yep.
I was trying for ages to get that door open, not even thinking all you've got to do is go to the hole and pick her up and pick
Yeah.
her out the hole.
Yeah, that
It's
took
so
me ages.
simple, so easy. But I was stuck on it for ages. Like, how the hell do I get this girl out of here? And
I think I was running
Interesting.
past and like trying to call her, and he
Mhm.
like reached down. I was like, "Oh crap! You can pull her out the hole."
Yeah, because I was trying to, because there were some windows with blocks. I was like trying to like see did I have to do something with those, and like the bit like at the very back, and like I spent ages in that room trying to figure that out. So yeah, that was, yeah, it's some of them were really head scratches.
but it is one of them that once you have done it and you do know the solutions, it's
Mhm.
they're then actually very simple, and you can
That's
Yeah,
for the
really.
speed running, isn't it? Once you know the
Speed.
puzzle, the solution to the puzzles, you can just blast
Yeah.
through it. And Nick said earlier on, for such an early game, that's pretty ahead of its time. So I'm guessing that was like discussing about the immersion of like not having a HUD and all that kind of stuff, I assume. So
I'll mention what the game it reminded me of at one point, which I thought was ahead of its time.
Mhm.
If you gave this third-person shooting and cover mechanics, it would remind me of Uncharted. Like the way that
Okay.
a lot of the puzzles are done, but that bit towards the end where you're climbing around the cliffs
Mhm.
and you're shimmying around and dropping down, it just
Yeah.
gave me real bad Uncharted vibes.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I can see that. Yeah, I can really see that, especially with some of the locations that Drake goes
Yeah.
to, like the first game on the island. Yeah, I can see that.
randomly as well. I was just when we were just watching the trailer, I was listening to the music, and it's kind of that gave me a cross of Silent Hill one and Last of Us almost vibe.
The music's good in it. It's very
Music's
minimal.
really
There's
good.
hardly anything for like most of the game. It's just
Yeah, it's a lot of
silent and, like
ambient
wind
noise,
blowing through things.
wind and birds. Yeah,
But I really like the save theme. It's just a tiny little like I don't know computer little kind of noise, and I was like, I really like that.
And back in the days when you could still get PS2 games in charity shops, picked it up for £1.
not bad.
To be honest,
I guess-
my disc only copy came from a charity shop for £1. That's the only reason I had that.
Yeah. No, I think I got
Don't
this
even know
from
what the
eBay
current
or
value is. Is
something
it even that expensive a game? The PS2 version.
I
think
bought it.
This is
I
probably
bought,
what
I
about
bought this
12
off something at
February?
Discord for £13.
Oh really?
It's not. I don't think it's crazy. So
And look who is in the house. Ali 16 bits and bobs. Is it
has he genuinely
true?
come back, or has Chicken brought him out the woodwork?
Oh, well. Hope everyone's sexy. Dropping in to say hi. thanks for dropping in, Ali. Hope you're feeling sexy. And also, Nate is saying like he's still top 36 in the world at the Uncharted speedruns. Lol, maybe I'll play this.
I didn't realize they had speedruns. That's interesting.
I mean, there is Ico's 22 at CX. I mean, there's generally the speedrunning like website for all the games. So like I think every single game is technically there that you can be the
yeah.
Even if it takes hours upon hours, even if there's no way to actually speed run it, it's just to do it the quickest. So,
well, technically, not every game is possible to speed run then, because something like Desert Bus wouldn't be possible to speed run. If you've seen that.
Oh yeah, I know. Because have you ever heard of so there's a charity in America, but there's a group of Canadians who every year they do the Desert Bus live stream, and all they do is just play that game, but also have like stuff they do around it. Like there'll be other people there, like being entertaining while one person plays Desert Bus. So
if no one knows what Desert Bus is, it's literally a Mega CD game from Penn and Teller's, so it wasn't released.
Correct. It's an unreleased Sega CD game which has various different like mini games on it. One of them is called Desert Bus, and the idea is that you're a bus driver and you have to drive from like Vegas to Tucson, I think it is, just Tucson. And literally the drive takes 8 real lifetime hours, and you get a point, and then you can do the drive back for another point.
It's a straight line as well.
But you can't just like press forward and just ignore the game, because the bus will start to list, I think, left or right in one direction.
Yeah,
so
it just starts veering off.
And the funny thing is that if I was ever asked, and if I could actually go and do like the Turnberry Titans, part of me was tempted to have, like, if it was possible, set up a second kind of like screen and console, which wouldn't be on all the time on the live feed, but like check in with someone just playing Desert Bus during the entire.
We had Eddie streaming stuff on his from it. So
I mean,
there's the Le Mans achievement where you can do the 24-hour Le Mans, and you literally have to play for 24 hours.
I have done the 24-hour Le Mans achievement in Project Cars, where you play it for 24 hours.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
So Desert Bus. Sorry. Sorry. What were we discussing before?
What game were we for? Oh shit! Ico. Yeah.
So okay. So I feel like we'll kind of like keep drifting away from the game itself, because is there really much to say about the game? I can clearly see why it is a classic of the PS2. Like you said, Scott, I think it probably was a better experience to play it when it came out.
There was just nothing like it back when it came out, and visually, gameplay, it was just so unique, and it was one of them. You're looking for something different. You picked. To be honest, I
can't think of much that's like it now. I know you get like Shadow of the Colossus and they've got the same look, but it's not the same gameplay. The only thing I can think of, because it's just a big escort mission, isn't it? Which is one of the reasons why I kind of put it off, because I'm not a big fan of escort missions. The only game I can think of that's another big escort mission is Amy. If you've played that.
Oh,
it's a horror game where you've got to like lure a little, well, not lure a little girl, help a little girl like escape through things. It's one of those ones that's like really bad but somewhat fun.
Otherwise, I was thinking of Leon. Yeah,
and no one wants that.
No. Yeah, so I kind of feel like we're kind of like wrapping up our thoughts on it. Like, okay, if you've not played Ico and you have a PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, or the ability to emulate PS2, I feel like you should definitely play the game. It's not that long.
Give it a go.
I mean, its length of time will come down purely to how well you can puzzle solve. So, but it's definitely a game that you should experience, especially if you enjoy that console. And actually, I meant to mention, so he couldn't be on.
A nice, relaxing play as well. Like we were saying, that just the ambient noises around you as you go, and it's quite chilled. Nice.
See, I'll say it's a game you should play, but it was a game I struggled to play because I was playing it after work and I was knackered. It's the kind of game that like I'd rather sit down and play at the beginning of a day. I don't know why. I think it's because it is like ambient and quiet, and it wasn't boring, but I was falling asleep because I was already tired. That's why it took me so long to beat it. I had to try to find days that I was just free to play it.
So this morning, Mark, aka Joy Slasher, put onto the Club 52. He said, Miyazaki said two of his big inspirations for his style of storytelling, brackets, or lack of, came from the US bombing Japan. As a child, he was very poor and had to find books in destroyed libraries. These books would be missing pages, so he'd invent his own story for said missing pages. The other big inspiration was Ico. He loved how it was left to the player to fill in the missing pages. And for those who don't know, Miyazaki is the Soulsborne director for any casuals in the group. So, yeah. So that's the kind of inspiration that the game Ico has had on others in the industry. Like it led, apparently, to games like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring.
There's also other ones like Rhyme.
Yeah, which
Rhyme
makes sense
really...
in the Soulsborne games. You're not told anything. You're not told really, other than some basic commands how to attack, defend, or block. You're not told a lot of the moves and commands that you can do. You're not really told anything about the story. You're there to explore the world and figure it out for yourself, which definitely I can see being taken from Ico.
Yeah. Cool. Another comment. I think most charity shops these days are wise to eBay prices, so it's a rare occurrence seeing anything less than £3 now, unless it's FIFA, Call of Duty, or Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I struggle to find like games in charity shop these days. Like I'll sometimes pop into one, and I think the most interesting thing I've seen recently was for the Wii, Mario Strikers, and that was like £2.50. Part of me was tempted, but I'm not really into like sports games, like football games, so I was like, so I left it for someone else who would actually enjoy it rather than just being, I mean, it wasn't worth anything in CEX, so it wasn't worth credit or anything. So
I only pretty much find things in charity shops because I go in them all the time, so they might say, I've got something, you might like this. Without that, you won't find nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. Cool. And do you have any other thoughts that you want to share about Ico?
It's one of those games I think that we shouldn't spoil a story from, because people should play it. It's good. I do want to know though, does anyone have a stereoscopic 3D TV? Because this is stereoscopic 3D. I didn't know that. I would like to know how well that plays.
I don't know.
That is interesting. Yeah, the probably look pretty good as well, because the environments are quite grandiose and big. They're made to look bigger than they are, whether you're only in a little area or a little corridor, but the vistas and whatever you're in this massive castle.
I'd imagine most of it's probably modelled, because even the textures and that, it's all big flat geometry, isn't it? It's not that complex. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But for people like, I think it was Sean that couldn't figure out how to save the game. There were little couches, stone couches spread around that you have to sit on, but you also have to drag her over and sit her down as well. And when you're sitting down together, you can save the game.
Yes, so she has to be there, and like you have to to begin with. At times, I struggled to actually get her to sit down onto like the couch. I'm like, so
I had troubles with her getting up and down ladders. She'd like come halfway down and then go back up. I was like, come on, woman. There's a speed run on this on the PS3.
Yes, there were times where I wanted to leave her somewhere because it was just quicker for me just to go and do it and come back, but then the enemies will appear. So
the fact that she sat down on the chair with me is the reason I started to think this isn't an abduction simulator. She's happy to just Netflix and chill.
Okay, right. So Scott, did you have any other thoughts you wanted to share?
Well, Gord's just said he's not come on. He's at work. He got lost on his days. He got mixed up. So
fair enough.
Gordon's not here. Just for those to know. final thoughts. It's an absolute classic. And I think everyone should at least give it a go and play it. I know there was a couple of people in the group who weren't so keen on it and didn't like it. And again, I think that's going back to it was better when it first came out.
Yeah.
You haven't got that. You're too spoiled with games now, I guess, with modern controls and that kind of stuff. But it's definitely worth checking out and playing if you've got access to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I finally played it. I'm glad I
Yeah.
picked it for the wheel. I thought it was a game that people would either enjoy revisiting or, for like me, was the kick to finally get to play it.
And it's kind of simplicity. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Like I said, we've done it in like 4.5 hours as a standard general play. So,
Yeah, it was a good game. The only thing I will say I didn't like too much, again, with the enemies, is the fact that they take too many hits. If they'd lowered the amount of hits they took, but chucked more of them at you, it'd be better. But they have this weird. They have this weird thing though that you might as well just stand there next to her while she's doing nothing. Otherwise, they don't land. They kind of like just run away. Or
Okay.
I just found you might as well just stand still next to her and hit things as it comes to you. Much easier than chasing them. But that's the only downside to the game. Other than that, it's fantastic. Play it.
Yeah. Right. So, is it time to spin the wheel?
I'm curious what we're getting.
So here we go. Here is the wheel with Ico removed. So, okay, we shall
go full screen, John. Oh no, look at it.
Killzone 2.
That's interesting. This is a series I've not played, but I wanted to go through this year. So I'm gonna now sit and play. What is there? 4 of them now across different consoles. Killzones.
There's 1, 2, 3. There's the one on the Vita, and the Shadowfall. So yeah,
Shadowfall,
5.
Yeah, there's 4, and then
it's 5.
I think I've got one on PSP. Or am I thinking of Resistance?
No.
Either way, I'm going to go for the mainline game.
Killzone Liberation. It's a top-down. Is that the Killzone one, or am I thinking of Resistance?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's definitely one on the Vita as well. There's Killzone something.
Yeah, I think I'll go through the 4 Killzones now because I've just done the PS4 one on my Bean Dive, so that's ready to play. So yeah, there's my next set of 4 games. I was looking for something to play. So
sadly, I think the platinums on all of them are unobtainable. Maybe.
Oh really?
Yeah, a lot of them had a lot of online.
Online, yeah.
Yeah.
Online crap. Yeah, this will be interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I do like first-person shooters as well, so
it's a genre I fell out of love with, but
Okay, we're ready for the trailer?
Quite highly regarded series as well, especially amongst PlayStation fans.
Okay.
Okay, listen up. Aim straight. Keep your fire. You're too close. Move away. You're going to be in a line of fire. Clark, 8 o'clock light. 5 seconds to touchdown. Okay, listen up. We're there now. One. Hold on tight. Touchdown. Get off this thing! Move towards the fence! Get him off the beat! Get off the beat down! What the hell got going? You're the time, you son of a bitch! Jesus, oh my God! Move!
How did we get here? Joaquin Phoenix.
You have to say, that's an incredibly infamous trailer. That's all CGI, and it was told to be said it was going to be in-game gameplay, and it isn't.
Right. Okay.
The game looks nothing like that. I have played some of Killzone 2.
Yeah, it's not a series. Obviously, a series I know, but know nothing about. Other than all I know is you fight the Hellgeist. Is it pronounced?
The Hellgeist. Yeah.
What they actually are? Are they aliens? Are they from another planet? Are they just men in hazmat suits or whatever like that?
I can't remember. In my mind, they're space Nazis.
Yeah,
I don't really remember. But yeah, the if you do want to play the all of them, there is a trilogy on the PS3, and there's a standalone release of Killzone 1 remastered, but it's ridiculous money, like over £100. I've got the
Killzone 1 is PS2, 2 and 3 PS3, and then the fourth one obviously PS4.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do number 1. Then number 1, I think, is meant to be that might be the only one that has a platinum available, so I might have to do that first. But I think I've got the trilogy somewhere.
So Nate's asking, is 2 a direct sequel? Like, will you have to play the first one first?
Which is why I'm going to go through them all. And I've not played the series, so I couldn't answer it. But yeah,
I would assume. Oh well, okay. Let's ask Wikipedia. So
I haven't played. Like I say, the only one I've played is the fourth one, and I've just played the prologue recently, and that seems to be set completely different to these because you start off as a random character doing a.
Yeah, I played through most of the Vita one, and I could play that without playing the others. But yeah, I've played a bit of 2. I've never played 1 for some reason.
it's set
I
2
can't remember.
years after the events of the first game.
More importantly, will Sean be doing the next stream, or even playing his own game?
Look who's here!
Hey up!
You all right?
It's the wheel, mate.
Sorry, man. I've lost all my days. I don't know what day it is. Sorry.
How you doing?
Good, man. Busy. Aye. How's it going?
All good, mate. All good.
All good. Do you want to give us some quick thoughts of Ico? Tell us what about the game that's coming up if you're interested in it, and if you want to plug some kind of stream you've got going on.
What game's up? Have you finished the stream?
Well,
No,
It's
it's,
pretty much done now,
We've
yeah.
announced the next game.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
It's
sorry.
next-
What game?
the next
What
one's
game?
Killzone 2.
Next game.
Was it not Anthem? No.
No,
So
probably not.
I'm like, you're gonna have to get it done.
Killzone 2. Look forward to that. Aye. Stream's coming up soon. 2 months away now. Get loads of stuff for it. Loads of giveaways. Loads of raffles. Aye, it's going to be good fun.
Don't worry, we've plugged it at the end if you can come on.
I don't have anything, honestly. I'm up the wall. Up the wall.
But okay, do you want to very quickly, as I assume you have to get back to work unless you've got time, do you want to tell us about what your thoughts are on Ico?
I think Ico is a fantastic game. It was brilliant. I love the atmosphere of it. I like the isolation of it all. I thought was fantastic. I just thought it was really, really good. I think it was Pete that said in the chat, it's ironic, but for a game that you got to hold hands, there's not much hand holding in the game. So
yeah.
I liked that as well. It was really good. It got a bit frustrating sometimes with the controls, though. The controls are a bit iffy, but it's just brilliant. I love it. Yeah.
Don't worry, we were complimentary about the game.
Oh, what is I?
Yeah, no one hated it.
No, it's just control.
I do think out of the Ueda games, I don't think it's my favourite though. I think Shadow of the Colossus is my favourite, and then I like Last Guardian better than Ico as well.
Yeah.
And then Ico's third. Yeah. But it's still fantastic. Aye. I'm looking forward to the new one. It's coming out soon. Well, soon, maybe next year or something. Don't have a name for it yet though. But aye.
Don't worry, I'll put Shadow of the Colossus on the wheel at some point. So
I think Last Guardian needs to be on next. I've never finished. It's the only one I've not finished now,
Yeah,
which is really annoying. Because Shadow of the Colossus is like one of my favourite games on the PS2.
Yeah.
I've not
Aye, so
played it.
Yeah. So what were our next Killzone 2?
Yeah.
Yep, so that's Sean's game.
Brilliant. I love Killzone 2. Aye. Looking forward to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got question for Retro Ron, which is asking: is 4 a direct sequel of 2 and 3? Sorry, it's a direct sequel of 2, and 3 is a standalone linking to 4. I've done a quick check on Wikipedia, and apparently it's the 6th mainline game in it. The most recent one, taking place 30 years after the events of Killzone 3. So that sounds like it's quite far in the future then. So
Is that Shadowfall?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Shadowfall.
yeah, 6. There must be a PSP one then. I swear it's like a top-down game, but
Yeah, I think
it might not be that.
maybe
I confuse Killzone and Resistance all the time in my brain.
Yeah, you had Killzone Mercenary on the Vita, and then you had Killzone Liberation on
There you
PS4.
I need to know what it's called. I knew it's Killzone Liberation. Mercenary. I should know
Mercenary,
that.
aye. That's a good game, isn't it? That's really good on the Vita.
Yeah.
Never finished it though, but it's so good. Yeah.
And then
Aye.
he also asked about anyone played Papo and Yo. It's like Ico. It's not one that I'm familiar with.
No, I don't know it.
Have to look it up.
Yeah, I wonder if that's which is that another PlayStation game or?
I'm still saying the closest thing that I've played to Ico is Rhyme. If anyone's
Rhyme,
ever played
aye.
Rhyme, yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that.
Papo and Yo. Helps if I can type correctly. Okay, so released in 2012 for PlayStation 3, Windows, Linux. So it's not okay. So it's PS3 and PC by the looks of it. An adventure game developed, published by Minority Media for PlayStation 3. Blah blah blah. Game involves a young Brazilian boy, Quico, who, while hiding from his abusive alcoholic father, finds himself taken to a dreamlike favela and meeting a normally docile creature, Monster. The player as Quico can interact with Monster and manipulate the buildings of the favela in unique ways, such as by stacking individual shacks on each other to complete puzzles and progress in the game. Papo and Yo was designed by Vander Caballero, who created the story based on his own past in dealing with an abusive alcoholic father. Sounds cheery. So,
I'd say actually, like if you want to go with games along this type of thing, say Shadow of the Colossus and Last Guardian, that the other one that comes to mind is Margin, the Forsaken Kingdom. That's like a kind of budget, like Last Guardian.
Aye, that game's good, man. Scott gave me that.
I did, yeah.
Scott gave me that like last year. I think it's really good, man.
Finish it as well.
Aye, like
and
that.
also a question for you, Gordon. Did you get the parcel for the Titans?
I did. I sent you an email. I said thank you, and I sent you a picture.
Check
Yes,
your
Steve.
junk folder.
So Steve sent me another parcel up, so I've got some more Game Boy stuff as well to put into the bundles.
Oh, nice.
Aye, really good.
No, he's a top bloke.
He is. Lovely guy. What he's all playing just now?
I'm actually in between games, so I'm glad we've got one spun up and I can now start the series. I'm going to go through all 4 Killzones. If I've got time, I'll look at getting the PSP one done as well.
First one's a bit tougher.
I hit the platinum on House Flipper 2 today, so I've been playing. I've been playing through Theatrhythm and Gravel on the PS4, but I've got Anthem installed because I want to go for that as well.
Yeah,
I'm going to play that as well.
Keeping in and out of Anthem and the Lost in Random, the roguelike.
Yeah.
Been playing in and out of that. I've not really been sitting and playing a game, if that makes sense, just dipping in and out of odds and ends of ones.
Aye.
I actually loved like Lost in Random, but the idea of it being a roguelike, it just doesn't interest me.
It's so addictive though. It is really good.
Aye. I'm buzzing for the VR one, Midnight Walk. I want to play that.
That looks good.
Yeah. I need to buy that. It's like 30 quid though. It's like digitally 30 quid. Yeah. I'm playing that Chorus just now. Chorus is really good. I don't know if you've played that. You know,
I keep looking at it, but yeah, I've not actually got it, so it's one I might look out for.
Aye. It's really good, man. Really, really good. Hooked on that just now. Colby, John, what are you playing?
Well, before we get on to me, some more comments. So, well, I never knew about the alcoholic father, but yes, it plays a bit like Ico with a similar type of atmosphere. So that might be one for us to check out. I don't know how easily if it's PS3, I don't know if it ever got released on PSN for like the 4 and 5. So I don't know if it's like actually I will quickly check CEX while I'm on there. Papo and Yo.
Pretty sure it doesn't have a physical. I know most of the
Yeah,
obscure
it's not
thingies.
coming up at all. Yeah, you're right. I don't think it has a
I don't
physical.
want to check
So.
it on here anymore. I don't think PS3 stuff even shows up on the PlayStation app, does it? No, I think you have to on a PS3 console. Okay, I know where I can find out though.
It's still available on Steam for £11. But in regards to being on the
It's currently on the PSN for £6.49.
Okay. So
I'll
if
look at
people want the ICO experience, maybe give that. I mean, I could play the trailer if people really want.
You play a trailer. I have to go back and do some work. I'm so sorry I missed this. I'm really sorry.
No, that's fine. Before you go, like he'll check his email now.
Yeah, I definitely sent him an email, 100%. The big picture. I've sent a picture. But boys, I've got to go. I'll catch you later.
No worries.
Again,
Cheers, mate.
apologies. Bye bye. How the hell did I go off this?
Okay, yep, play the trailer. So 1 sec. Okay, go. Oh, nope, escape full screen. Please bear with while we have technical difficulties. Right.
That looks pretty interesting. I always feel really bad that every time I see like favelas anywhere, it just reminds me of Call of Duty maps. I'll give that a go for £6.
Yeah, I put on my wish list on Steam, so yeah, I'll pick that up at some point. So it does look interesting, and it sounds like there's a lot of heart that was put into it. So
yeah, always happy to play some kind of weird little indie game.
Oh yeah, sometimes like the indie games are where you can have some of the best experiences.
They're literally like most of the things I play now. I have not played a AAA game that I've thought was fantastic in a long time.
For playing the trailer. Yeah, no worries. It's always good to learn about new games that we would never have heard of before. Cool.
Yeah,
okay.
generally.
So are we the place maybe to wrap it up then? Let's
Yeah,
anything
go for
we
it.
want to discuss?
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool. And as Gordon said, we have the charity 24-hour live stream coming up in just a couple of months' time. So check out Gordon's channel if you want to see trailers for it. He's got a lot of like bundles of like raffles. I personally I'm going to be putting into one for the Saturn and one for the Dreamcast bundles because I have neither of those consoles. And if I kept saying to myself, I won't get more consoles, I haven't got the space. But you know, as you can get like kind of the ability to play for like SD cards on both of them now, so it means you can open up the entire libraries of them has been very tempting to actually play on the original hardware. So we'll see. But yeah,
But
so
yeah, it's November 1st, and I too will be putting in for bundles because I don't have enough games.
like looking
No
behind
one
you.
has enough games. Nobody has enough games.
No.
Never have anything to play.
Great. Okay, so is there anything either of you want to plug?
Not really.
Play the game.
I've got a couple of videos coming up, other than updates for things like my 52 Platinum Challenge to see where I've got to. I'm actually getting quite close to the end of that already. Like, I think I'm closing in on the last 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nicely done.
Yeah, I've just got to make videos. Like, someone the other day asked like, if somebody played a game, I was like, oh, I beat that in my 52 game challenge. I'll link you my video. You can see my thoughts on it. I haven't even made the video yet.
Every year, I think I'll do, for the 52 challenge, I'll do 4 videos a year and separate it throughout the year and do bits and bobs. Always forget, I'll never get time, and then just end up doing one massive one at the end of the year, which I think I've done the last few years. And it looks like that's what's going to happen again this year. But yeah, I'm a good way through the 52, actually. I can't think of the exact number, but definitely high 30s, maybe reaching somewhere in the 40s. So cracking on with it. I'm doing well, good for time. So yeah, get on these 4 kill zones, and that's another chunk done.
And you'll never want to play Killzone ever again.
Yeah, it's a series I keep putting off and really should have played by now. So I'm glad it's come up.
Yeah, just check how much Killzone 2 goes for on PS3 as the...
Oh, really not much.
Oh, I actually think I've got a random disc-only copy of Killzone 2 if you want it.
Okay, well, put it this way. So...
it costs nothing.
Yeah, £1, £2 max, probably. And then there's the steelbook versions as well, which I think I've got steelbooks of 2 and 3.
So to buy Killzone 2 from CX will cost you £1.
No excuse, people. If you've not got it,
would like to trade in Killzone 2, it is literally worth a penny.
Yeah, and you could, if people who go to car boots or whatever, or even charity shops, might be able to find a copy. They're usually everywhere.
Yeah,
we'll put some messages in the chat and find out when the next possible stream could be. We usually like to do it about once a month, but obviously with time restraints and people working different days and hours, such as Gordon right now, we like to get at least a few of us together to get on and chat about the game. So
yeah, Nate's just put now look at the trilogy, how much that costs. Yeah, well, it's ridiculous to see it, only because it's mainly because the first one I think is more expensive to buy singular than it is in the trilogy.
So the first game is 98 quid on CEX. But
what?
Killzone. But I was struggling to find the trilogy. Hang on, here we go. £115.
Okay, it's gone up then.
Out of stock, by the way, on CEX.
Yeah, it used to be like 65 quid for the trilogy, but 100 quid for the first one.
Okay. Is it?
Luckily, I've got the American version of the trilogy that cost me like 2 quid or something.
Just checking what stores is available in, and it's actually in a CEX that I actually went in yesterday, but not in my local one.
I thought you were going to say it's in every store.
Well, okay, it is. Does it tell you how many are in total? Like, for example, some stores have 3 copies of it. Another one has 4 copies of it, 4 copies, 4+ copies. Yeah, that game is around. Yeah, but Nick was saying, like, I'm lucky I had the trilogy before I went silly. So,
yeah. I mean, there's so many games like that. And me and Ross can probably attest to collecting for the 360 before.
Yeah.
Some of them games went stupid. There were games you could literally pick up for 50p and they're £50 plus now. It's
so Fatal Inertia, Bullet Witch.
Yeah.
I'm currently trying to get a copy of Project Sylphid. Is a game I've bought loads of times in bundles. I thought I had it, so I just gave it away to people. It's like 50 quid now.
Yeah, it's just silly. No need for it, but yeah.
Apparently the American trilogy looks better. I don't know, do you mean like as in the cover art, or do you mean the cost of it?
I'll find it if I can.
I think we've already spent like half of this stream actually talking about Ico.
Best thing about streams, just talking bollocks.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it here somewhere.
Oh, the cover art is what he said. Is what he meant. Sorry.
It'll be very hit and miss sometimes. Obviously, between the Japanese,
Yeah, that's the American trilogy one.
Ah, okay. Cool. Okay, great. I think in that case, then we're probably a good place to stop. And they take care, guys. Catch you later or tomorrow, John. Yes, we'll catch you all later. I hope everyone's enjoyed the stream, and hopefully Sean will be back to present Killzone 2, or if he's unavailable, someone else random will do it. So
we nominate you, John.
I mean, to be fair, Sean is pretty good at like doing live streams. So as long as he's got the time, I'm certain he'll do it. Cool, great. In that case, then, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for Gordon, Eddie for dropping in, and hopefully, if you haven't played Ico, this will make you go and play it, and come back in a month or so time for Killzone 2.
Yep.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.